Hello everybody, this is Gary. Today is May 24th, 2021. I haven't done a video in several months, but I thought I'd do one today. Normally I talk about schizophrenia and coping with schizophrenia. I guess I could give a quick update on that. I'm doing fairly well. I moved into my new apartment back on December 3rd, so I've been in my new apartment for several months, and it's going pretty good. It's a quiet building, not as noisy as the one I was in the last time, so I'm under less emotional and physical stress. I'm able to sleep at night, still taking my meds, still seeing my psychiatrist. In 2 days I have to go in for surgery on my prostate. I'm not going to get into details about that. I just thought I'd mention that I'm going to surgery, and it should be about an hour and a half worth of time while I'm in surgery, and they are planning to release me from the hospital the same day, so it's an outpatient ambulatory procedure, and I will be under general anesthesia. I did go to the psychiatric emergency room 2 or 3 weeks ago. The first time since November. I was doing pretty good, but I was trying to quit smoking, which anybody who watches my videos knows that I've been struggling with for a while. I tried taking the medication Chantix to help me quit smoking, and it just aggravated my psychosis and made me feel more violent. So I thought I'd better go to the psychiatric emergency room. I was kept under observation for 2 or 3 days, and they sent me home. They told me to stop taking the Chantix and continue with my other meds. They did stop my trazodone and my hydroxyzine. Trazodone was to help me sleep. It's an antidepressant, and the hydroxyzine is an antihistamine. It was supposed to help with my anxiety, but it's a pretty weak medication, so going off it doesn't really make much of a difference. It's not that big a deal to go off of it. It wasn't that strong anyways. So my mental health is doing pretty good. But what I really wanted to do was make this video about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. For anybody who watches my videos, you know I'm an atheist. I will stay an atheist, but to give you some of my religious background, I was raised Roman Catholic. To my knowledge, I have no Muslim or Jewish ancestry that I can think of. My understanding about my ethnic background is Irish, English, French, and German. I've been through a lot of different religions after I left the Catholic Church. I became kind of non-religious through my high school and college years, experimented with drugs, did alcohol, like a lot of teenagers and young people in their 20s do when they go to high school and college. After I got out of college, I ended up going through fundamentalistic Pentecostalism, Assemblies of God, Southern Baptist. I've been through more liberal Baptist churches. I've been through Methodist and Presbyterian churches. The only religions I never practiced were probably Islam and Judaism, as far as I know. Was never much interested in practicing either one of those religions, but I've been through a slew of Christian and Catholic denominations before I became an atheist. I wish I had become an atheist sooner. But anyways, there's a conflict going on right now between the terrorist organization Hamas and other terrorist organizations warring against Israel, and Israel striking back. Supposedly there's some sort of ceasefire going on between the Palestinian terrorist organizations and the state of Israel. I'm an atheist who does not believe in the Jewish God, the Muslim God, the Christian God, the Catholic God, the Muslim God, the Hindu gods, or any other gods. I have no religious dog in this fight, but I will say that I 100% support the state of Israel and its existence and its right to defend itself. I am disgusted by the antisemitism that's taking place in the United States, Canada, Australia, and Europe, and it's not being carried out for the most part by right-wing fascist white supremacists. It's being carried out by leftist extremists in the Democratic Party and their supporters, and people like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Ilhan Omar, who are both congressional representatives in the U.S. House of Representatives and the Congress of the United States of America. Both of them are racist anti-Semites. They're disgusting. They're sick for trying to destroy the state of Israel. This atheist despises anti-Semitism from the far left as well as the far right. The far right doesn't seem to be the problem right now. It's the left. The socialist, communist, racist, anti-Semites in the Democratic Party and their supporters and their support for terrorist organizations like Hamas. I don't understand the anti-Semitism with the far left and their support for terrorist organizations like Hamas. If Hamas had its chance, it would kill every gay person, every member of the LGBTQ community, because they're extreme Muslims, conservatives, and they want to kill homosexuals and people who are transgender and in the LGBTQ community. So why does the left support terrorist organizations that are openly against the leftist agenda? It makes no fucking sense. I never understood the alliance between extreme Muslim terrorist organizations and the far left in the United States. It makes no fucking sense. Hamas subjugates women as second-class citizens. It wants to kill homosexuals. It wants to kill transgender people. It wants to kill non-conforming gender identity people. The things that the left supposedly supports, Hamas and their supporters in Iran would take every chance they could get to kill anyone in the LGBTQ community. But anyways, I just wanted to point out that as this atheist, I 100% support the state of Israel, its right to exist, its right to defend itself, and its right to fight against terrorist organizations.